Well, we have made it to another Friday.
Hard work this week.
Barely.
The hardest we've ever worked in a single week ever, maybe.
Shout out to Dave's wife.
Yep.
The original, often imitated, never duplicated beer for breakfast 17 years running. I think.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
You changed
14,
the
15.
We've
We've been doing this for a long time. We've been doing this for a
Every
long
week.
time.
It has
It's
not
a
been
new
17
year.
years, but whatever.
Well, today
42 years.
we are drinking a beer from one of my absolute favorite breweries in the entire world. Modern Times is the brewery that we're drinking today, and we are drinking the Modern Times, one of their brand new releases called Hello Grapefruit. The Modern Times Hello Grapefruit is a session IPA. It has 5% alcohol by volume, 40 IBUs. Today being served from a 12-ounce aluminum can with a canned-on date that was only 10 days ago. So this is very, very fresh. One nice touch, the can also grapefruit colored. So with a name like Hello Grapefruit, the can is also grapefruit colored, that ruby color, Dave.
Yeah.
Maybe in honor of your, I definitely put in thought into that, like ruby grapefruit.
Oh.
Yeah, you sure
so
did.
your
But
new-
whatever.
new baby.
Did you really think of that?
Of course not. Later.
I was like, wow, that's really sweet.
But it is a cool looking can. It's got the 3 stripes on
The
there.
standard,
It's a nice can.
Nice
just classic Modern Times imagery. It was sold as a 6-pack. It was priced at a reasonable $10.99. Serve this out of a pint glass anywhere. So, originally I was thinking 45 to 50 degrees. I know this sounds crazy. The warmer it gets, the better it gets because the flavors come out a little bit more, which is weird because when you think session IPA, you want it cold, but it has opened up some the warmer it has gotten. So
interesting. Okay.
Just take note of that. The 5 categories in which we rate every single beer here on Beer for Breakfast: look, smell, taste, feel, and drinkability. That is how we rate every single beer.
Okay. Well, I mean, mine's still in the can because it's such a nice can.
You don't have a glass?
You didn't bring a glass.
There's
It's
a glass
fine.
right there.
There's
Why am
glasses
I
in
in
here.
charge of
You're
getting
the glass
all the
man.
beer?
It's literally
all
the
the glasses.
one thing you're in charge of.
I buy
Beer
the
and
beer.
glasses.
You buy the beer.
It's a lot.
Uh-huh.
I spent a lot of money.
A lot of money.
At least $10.99.
$10.99
today.
Okay.
Alone.
And I only got 2 of these beers.
Okay, so you buy the beer.
I buy the beer.
and then you
I bring the
it
cans in here.
Uh-huh.
I bring the beer to work.
Right.
I refrigerate it at my own house.
Right, great.
Then bring it here.
Because he uses his own
You
electricity.
use your own Freon.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, got it.
Do fridges have Freon on them still?
Is that Freon? Yeah, I think
I
so.
don't know. Or is that something like from like the 50s?
I've just been brainwashed by big Freon.
I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
Freon.
But then I brought Audrey, I
Thank
brought
you.
Ian, I brought you all their beers, and there's a glass right there. So
I do
Okay.
appreciate
I didn't notice a glass, but it's
So
still great.
since
out of the
you're
can.
not drinking out of a glass today, I will continue to drink out of I will
It looks like dehydrated urine.
kind of does.
It does.
I mean,
it really does. You know what I mean?
That's,
You know what I mean.
that's a mean description, but yes.
But like in the best way possible.
But accurate.
Yeah,
I mean,
like if you went, yeah.
If you drink a 6er of these, that's what your pee is going to look
No,
like.
actually-
the next morning, you probably have to drink like 12.
the Hello Grapefruit, it's like a lightish golden yellow.
Uh-huh.
Lots of fizzy white head that faded after about a minute when it receded. Light traces of sticky white lacing down the side of the glass. Let's take a big whiff of the Modern Times Hello Grapefruit.
All the citrus.
It's got a very nice nose to it. It's got big citrus notes in there, like you said.
It's just grapefruit, man.
But yeah,
it just hits you in the face, just straight up grapefruit. But with the name, it's called Hello Grapefruit.
What's
And-
interesting is that I actively hate grapefruit
Yeah.
in and of itself, but grapefruit beer.
and flavored things.
yeah.
Like vodka.
Sure, grapefruit
I'm not
vodka is
even a-
great.
I'm not even a fan of vodka, but like grapefruit vodka, I'm here for
We're
it.
here for it.
I'm
yeah.
with you that I am not a huge grapefruit in the wild fan, but in beers, yes. One of my favorites, like the grapefruit sculpin from when they first released it like 10, 15 years ago, however long ago that was, became one of my favorite IPAs at the time. And this one, like the nose, I mean, that is just, I don't think I've ever smelled a grapefruit beer that has more grapefruit in the nose.
Yeah.
So I was really impressed with the nose on this. But you really don't get a whole lot else in the nose. There's just no alcohol. I mean, but you're not surprised there considering this is a session IPA. Let's move on to our favorite part of this, which is the taste.
Cheers, friends.
And take a big drink of the Modern Times Hello Grapefruit.
It's good. So it's not overwhelming in the sense that, like you said, because mine's still pretty cold.
Yeah.
And I do get what you're saying about as it gets
The
warmer,
grapefruit
it'll
comes out
open up.
even more.
But after a couple of pulls, you definitely get the grapefruit in there. It's got that kind of hop bite on the end, and
A little bit.
It's confusing my taste buds. I don't know if that's from like the grapefruit or the hops. You know,
It's
there's
like a
that-
dry hop. Yeah.
a little dry hop in there. But I dig it. I like it. It's not overly flavorful.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for that, you're not going to get it from this beer.
I mean, but it's a session IPA.
But it's a session
so, Yeah, I
IPA.
mean, those two things, like
and it's pretty low in alcohol too, right?
for an IPA. I mean, if you're a typical light beer drinker, it's more than that, because you're looking at 4.2, 4.4, one of those.
Right.
But for an IPA, which those of us, a sessionable IPA is a 5%er now.
Yep.
I mean, that's just the world that we live in right now. Audrey, you traditionally don't like IPAs. You're not a huge grapefruit fan. What do you think of the flavor of the Modern Times Hello Grapefruit?
You know what? I think it's a pretty crushable can, and it is one of those that I think that I could sit out by the pool and have multiple of.
Yes.
It's a good gateway, and
Lot
I
of
like it.
multiples. Like you could fill that like a 6-pack coming in at $10.99. That is a good price
Yeah,
point.
and I think that this is one of those, and maybe I'm just because I like fruit flavored beers.
Yes.
And I think that this is just one of those that has the perfect amount. It's not overpowering, and the grapefruit, the tartness of it, is a perfect pair for the ale.
Ian, your thoughts?
Mahoney, I'm not a big fan of grapefruit. I once accidentally had grapefruit juice, and that was not a good
No,
surprise.
Did you think it was
Surprise.
orange juice or something?
I thought it was something else. Maybe like a peach, like
Surprise, sucker.
something.
A
and then-
peach juice.
It's just so tart.
Yeah, and it was just so tarty.
Where do they
But
start peach
I-
juice?
Dude, the peach juice out of a can?
I'd like a
I'm not trying to.
I'd
I'm
like
not
a
trying
can
to
of-
victim shame you here,
Hey,
but I mean,
victim shame.
Tropicana has a peach flavored juice, man.
Yeah,
Welch's,
yeah. Okay,
Welch's
I
peach
just-
sparkling, man. It's
Whoa.
good stuff.
I need to hop on that. I love peaches.
Yes, you do. I love this beer.
Did you say
Mahoney.
aloe peaches?
That's what I heard.
Hey, no
Shout out to
jokes about
Jada.
that.
Shout out to
Keep
Jada.
Keep my beer out your mouth.
Sorry, Jada.
No, I really, really like this beer, Mahoney.
Okay.
I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the taste, just like the nose, the taste of the Hello Grapefruit is exactly what you kind of expect to be. It's an easy drinking session IPA with a lot of grapefruit that dominates the flavor profile. There's a light yeast in there that helps balance it out with that light dry hop finish. The alcohol, absolutely non-existent. For me, again, as it warms up, the grapefruit comes out and is more pronounced. So I like it more when it's warmer. I know that sounds really weird, which sounds really weird for a session IPA, an IPA in general. But for me, it actually drinks better a little bit warmer personally because, and I'm talking like 0.2 of a point difference
Right.
for me
Yeah.
between warm and cold.
Interesting.
Like that's because it's very different. The mouthfeel on this, light-bodied, refreshing, effervescent, the overall drinkability. This is a solid session IPA. It delivers what it promises. Very easy drinking and a big note of grapefruit. That really does hit the spot when you are thirsty. This is a great beer that you can drink a whole 6-pack and not feel guilty about. Super crushable, as Audrey said, and the price point at $10.99. This is reasonable for a 6-pack. Can I get a drum roll, please, Dave?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Mahoney's Beer Scale Supremacy, I give the Modern Times Hello Grapefruit a 3.9 out of 5.